VLC? Are you good? Hello? What the fuck? Uh, that's weird. Huh. Well, uh, hey, my mic sounds off. Whatever. I'll. Well, hi, what's up? I just like took a fucking nap, which I didn't really intend to do, and yet here we are. I woke up like 15 minutes ago. I don't know, man. I ate good lunch and then I fucking fell asleep. What are you gonna do? I'm gonna drink water. Well, yeah. Water. This is kind of like dehydrated post-nap fucking grogginess. You know how it is. Yeah. Oh, that's loud. That's real loud. I guess I can do a bit of that. Anyway. Yeah, so I've got... Okay. So I changed my audio setup again. Specifically my... Excuse me. Hiccups. Specifically my audio output setup. And, the reason for that is because my headphones that were previously just kind of falling apart suddenly became like dangerous to my health. I had a moment where I felt like I was getting fucking attacked. Attacked. And that sucked. So the headphones are at a point where they pretty severely hurt my fucking head if I have them on, because just like the thing that happened, hi Chili, hi. The thing that happened to, thank you. The thing that happened to them was like major structural damage, and that has led it to just like vice grip my head if I try to wear it, which is a shame because the headphones do otherwise work. Part of me is tempted to like glue them back together. I have like, I might be able to get away with it, but yeah, it sucks. Anyway, I've got my earbuds, and I'm actually I've kind of now reverted back to an older audio setup where I've had my earbuds and they're plugged into my microphone, and the reason why I haven't been using specifically my microphone as like my audio output, like, you know, through device or whatever, is because it defaulted to 5.1 surround sound despite only having a stereo output, and that caused well, 3.1 channels of dead audio. So any game or other software that had 5.1 surround sound support would default to that, and most software doesn't let you change that if it does have that support, and that would cause 3.1 channels of sound to just not exist, and that was a big problem. And so that's why I didn't want to go back to doing this, because my I actually bought a shitty little like Amazon Basics extension cable so I could plug my headphones, excuse me, directly into my computer instead of having to use like my desk microphone. Problem is that cable is bad. It's really shit and temperamental, and it barely works with my headphones. But for these earbuds, the sort of like female end is like way too deep, and my earbuds like don't fit, despite it being the same like format. They don't fit. It's fucked, and I think that's kind of like, yeah, it sucks. That's also kind of part of the problem with the headphones in the first place, was at least with that extension cable, was like, yeah, it doesn't fit anything, and it's particularly, hello Makbuk, and it particularly absolutely does not fit my earbuds. So lucky me though, I think, and I still maybe we'll come up against like an actual problem at some point in the future, but for now it does seem like the audio drivers for my microphone, specifically the audio output drivers, have been fixed. Now, the major problem originally was Logitech switched over all of the like Yeti family of devices to use their own, you know, primary like central proprietary like driver software, which sucks really bad. And problem with that is when they did that switch over, they pretty much just neglected to provide any options for the audio output drivers at all, and any of the options I had like through Windows like went away. Now that is when the sort of like surround sound bug happened, where 3.1 channels of audio suddenly existed, phantom audio channels, and that would just like, you know, was just a black hole that just ate up a bunch of audio from a bunch of any software that supported surround sound, right? So like Minecraft was what I used to test this, because I know it has 5.1 surround sound support, and I'm not fucking installing Fortnite, which is another game I know that had a problem with it. But I did do some tests, and it does seem like at some point, somewhere, some driver update did actually fix the problem, at least as far as I can tell. That said, it's not great. There's some...
McCuke donated $20.
Thank you very much, Mac. Thank you very much for the $20. Yeah, don't worry. I very deliberately set like a long. Thank you very much. I very deliberately set like a very long-term goal, because it's not like life or death or anything. It's just like inconvenient, really. Yeah, thank you. Arrow, the support is always very appreciated. But yeah, there's like cable hiss here. I like. It's just like this isn't like grounded correctly or something. I don't really know what's up with that. I might just have to like unplug it and plug it back in. Maybe that'll fix it. But or like change what port the microphone's plugged into, something like that. But yeah, there's like a bit of cable hiss on the output, and I don't know, just like the sound isn't quite there. It's just kind of like, oh, this is like clearly worse. But I guess, you know, that's kind of what you expect. But yeah, I'm a little drowsy. I didn't want to like hey, what's up? Part of me wanted to like hold the stream off for a bit, but honestly, I kind of just want to do it anyway today, because we're doing art. We're doing fucking art today, because it's time for us to start like actually working. Are you having a good day? Hey, fuck yeah, dude. This is the right... No, wait, that's the RPG. What's the, There it is. Hey, look, it's Gray. Yeah, it's good to hear. Yeah. Oh, fucking yeah. Here's the software. Here's the software. Here it is. 12. Yeah, Chili's very sick. Chili's doing okay, though. I mean, you know, relatively speaking. Anyway, here's a gradient. Isn't that cool? Anyway. Go, stop. Stop that. I don't want to use that tool. Yeah, get well now. Yeah. Oh my god. I am, like I said, I am a little fucking drowsy, and that does suck. But I'm hoping I'm shaking the shit off, because it's like post-nap drowsy. You know how it is, right? Anyway. So, StreamSet 3.0. That is the thing. The big thing. And I'm gonna be real, it's a little intimidating. It's definitely a little fucking intimidating to be working on this. But golly gee, we're gonna fucking try, right? So yeah, all right. So okay. There's a few things. I guess I'll start a simple thing. I want to work with sort of flat materials. I don't want to use too many image textures in this project, just generally speaking. And I don't really, I want to avoid having too many like camera angles, too many scenes, things like that, right? I want this to be a very simple, very straightforward, kind of streamlined to an extreme sort of thing, because as fun as it is, and as cool as a lot of the things I've made in StreamSet 1 and 2 are, I feel like it is not entirely worth it to continue making stuff in the way that I have, or structuring the things I make in the way that I have. I think StreamSet 3.0 should be characterized primarily by its simplicity. If that makes any sense. So that's kind of what we're going to go for here. So we can give that a shot. And by that, I really mean one primary camera angle. One primary camera angle. And I want this to kind of be open in a way that, like, if I want to, I can have like an entirely different, like smaller stream set I can switch to, like, given X, Y, or Z occasion. And it's not like this huge house that I have to do. Excuse me. It's not like this huge house that I have to deal with or anything. So, that's kind of what we're going for here. Now, I was also talking about, like, the general vibe. Now, I want some kind of, like, my current objective is some kind of fucked up an emote there. Oh, you recognize the sample? Really? This is from fucking Tulip. This is a Tulip track. And it's very peaky, because the rip is bad, but it's a Tulip track. Anywho, yeah, so I'm going for, like, a spaceship kind of setting, specifically evoking things like Toonami, and that's what we're going for. Thank you, Chili. And I've got, so kind of, I guess I should, like, sketch stuff out, like, already, because, like, kind of, let's go, oh my god. There we go. Alright. Kind of my general, right. So kind of my general idea for the primary camera angle is, like, I guess I'd probably bring this, like, down like this, having the sort of, like, captain's chair here. Really? There's a sample in this that's used in the silver case, huh? So kind of having, like, a chair here, right? Chair, captain's chair kind of thing, facing this way, like, into the frame, facing into the frame. You know, having, like, maybe some control panel stuff kind of on it, right? That kind of thing. And then I want, and this will probably actually be, like, pushed over a little bit, so I could probably, like, fucking, oh, good job. I could probably, like, maybe a bit more like that, kind of get the idea. A bit like that-ish, more or less. And oh, wait, I can actually, that went to a new layer. I don't have to make another layer. Okay, there you go. Okay. Kind of like that. And so another thing I was talking about is I want to experiment with character design stuff in this. And that would involve, like, another character kind of, like, I can probably, like, change this to, like, reflect that there's something else here. But another character kind of, like, sitting here with, like, you know, their hand kind of like that, right? This is a hand, okay? Put it on top. Kind of like that. And, like, this is where the character would sit. They'd be primarily, like, off frame, because it's just like the shot here of the arm of the chair. Like, I almost want to push it even further, but this is supposed to be like the full 1080p like image here, so I'm not gonna worry like too much about that. Anyway, and so this is like the cockpit of a spaceship, right? So you got, and the reason we have the chair pointing inwards into the frame is because we're going to be looking at a big old window here. So you would have like some kind of big window, you know, a bit like this, you know, kind of like this, right? And then you would put like fucking Earth. Earth would be out there. You know, there's Earth. There's Earth. It looks like a guy talking. That's Earth right there. There it is. You know, and there you got other part of Earth. That's Earth. See, there you go. And there's Madagascar. Iceland's in Greenland. Here they are. That's Earth. Also, here's Antarctica. That's Earth. Okay? So you got Earth out there floating all around. And you got space. You know, you got your space. Space is out here. Pretty straightforward idea, just for like the general framing. And then of course, from there, you fucking greeble this bitch. You put little sci-fi details everywhere, right? So you would have like screens and stuff. And I think one of the things I kind of want to do here is have a set of little looping videos. So one of the things that was the driving sort of creative idea behind Stream Set 1 and 2 is dynamics. Like having scenes be dynamic in the sense that I can insert via OBS new video and images onto individual screens and like windows and stuff like that. However, there's a problem with that, is that it's really cumbersome and fucked up. And I have made it work. However, I want to have stuff that is just like, I don't know. I want to have a bunch of screens that are just on pre-recorded loops and that are static and that are part of the animated background, because a big thing about this set is I want it to be I want it to have a lot of motion, because that, like, motion, not just like motion, but motion that is like baked into it, right? I want it to be one continuous like video that's on a loop that has motion that I don't have to inject new images into to give it motion, right? So that's kind of one of the things here. So I'm gonna go for I'm gonna label my layers here. So here's our window right here, and so Earth will be spinning, that kind of thing, right? There's gonna be animated screens. This character might be like pushing little buttons and stuff everywhere, like that kind of thing, right? There's going to be a degree of motion to all of this. And I'm still probably going to have the same kind of like masks and stuff to allow me to stick stuff in like OBS, like if I want to put something outside and have it layer correctly, like that sort of thing. In fact, if we're talking like technical stuff, the outside here is going to be a separate render that I'm going to layer behind this one. Like, that's how I'm going to handle it. I'm going to, like, bake it in Blender, but, like, it'll be its own separate file that I can, like, fuck with. That whole thing. Actually, I probably won't bake it in Blender. I'll probably, like, throw it together in Premiere or something, you know? and then just like export masks and stuff. Because I want to reduce the amount of moving parts in OBS, if at all possible. That's like a big thing here. Yeah. So there you go. So now I need to figure out kind of, so this is like the general structure of like what this scene like will look like, but I do need to figure out like what it's like, you know? So I guess there's like a few things like you probably have like another arm of the chair over here, right? That's gonna have like a fucking flight stick on it, right? Like one of these. Kind of like a handle. Like, ooh, like that. You know? Look, that's a flight stick, okay? And then... are you paired... Oh, yeah. Well, okay. Well, here's the thing. We're gonna get into character design. Don't worry about it. I have an idea. I'll get there when we get there, but don't worry about it. Anyway, so there's gotta be like some primary displays that are up like in front of the chair itself, right? And I'm thinking it can kind of be like a standard sort of operating system sort of look where you've got like little icons and stuff on screen. Or maybe go for like the lane, Serial Experiments lane game where it's sort of like a central thing and then there's like objects that rotate around it. That kind of thing. But TV, some kind of screen here, I think is an obvious one, right? So there's a screen here, little touch screen here, you got another screen here, and then you got fucking window. But there's also gotta be other screens. And this is kind of where the framing is like particularly important. And I know I have this sketch already, but I'm kind of already thinking like, man, I don't really know what we're doing here. But let me get, I need another window, fucking browser. Hold on. Or window capture, sorry. There we go. So here's Blender. I do think we need to use this to help like get some perspective stuff down, because I'm not going to be very good at like just straight up like sketching everything. So we're going to want to like do a little bit of that. I'll add a camera in. I hate how it's like, I wish I could just like add a zeroed in camera without having to like redo all the shit myself every time. Here's a camera. Ooh, excuse me. Here's a camera. Do I want to like keep it like right here? I guess I could. Kind of no harm in that, but I don't know. All right, let me let me just add in a reference fucking object here. There you go. Okay. So here's my reference object. My phone is not silenced. I apologize for that. Let me get that. Let me hold on. Okay. There we go. I don't really know what I'm doing with this reference, but this is like standard human height reference kind of thing. So if I go like, hello, hello, sorry. Anyway, that's actually not like super useful, this reference, so I'm probably just gonna like gonk it. I guess it'd just be more useful just to put this at 1 meter. Yeah, just like standardize that at 1 meter. Okay. So kind of what I'm thinking of here. Yep. I'm thinking of here. Let me just, oh my god. Oh my god. Move this in front of the fucking camera. You wanna fucking, alright. Let's do a bit of this, kind of like that. And, this, I'm placing down like the arm of the chair. That's kind of the object I'm looking at here. Sort of like this, and then I grab, yeah, there you go. Kind of like this, sort of, and then scale like that, and then a bit more like that. Kind of like this a little bit, but not maybe exactly. Oh wait, why am I doing that? I know I have a fucking hotkey for that. Sort of like this, right? And you can already see, like, this is coming out way further than I've sketched it. But this is kind of, like, more accurate to the perspective that I'm looking for than, like, what I was doing over here. Maybe. But that said, if this, because the captain's chair does have to, like, point towards the window, right? So that means one of two things. The window has to either be like really wide across the frame so that like you're looking at the side view of the spaceship, and that's fine. Or I have to take this arm here and then rotate it so that it's appropriately facing forward, which could also be correct, right? Because there's a problem here. I don't want too much of the character to be in frame. And if I have the chair facing at this extreme of an angle that's like almost like perpendicular with the camera here, that means like you inevitably have to see more of the character. However, if I force the perspective, if I do more perspective like this here, so it's like deeper, it's going deeper in to the frame, I think this is like better, right? This feels more correct. That way, this is like facing forward. We're a little bit off-centered, but we are like facing forward. And, you know, then you would have like, you would have your fucking, where's this guy? There you go. You would have, your fucking, like your window here, which, well, the window itself would have like, I guess it kind of be like this a little bit, but if we compare to that, yeah, just throwing in a plane is a bad way of representing that here, but you know. I mean, like, I'll rotate. Yeah, a little bit like that. Kinda. You know, like, there's kind of where the window would rest in frame. And then... let's see. Let me, like, pop out of here, so I can better, like, insert stuff. So I said I wanted to have a... ooh, I want to have a little screen here, right? So... like that. That said, I want to make sure this is, like... there you go. Sort of like that. Kind of see how that comes out there, so you can like you know, you can see it. Also, while I'm at it, let's parent that. There you go. So kind of like that. So you would have an arm sticking out right there, pushing buttons, looking out the window, that kind of thing. Actually, that would mean this should be more like this, if anything, because this is supposed to be centered with the chair, and this is the right arm, so it's supposed to be centered like with the chair. So the frame should be weighted a little bit to the left, maybe, but I don't know. We'll sauce that out. This is again just me sketching stuff. Yeah, and then you would have some kind of like additional screen here. So let me throw that out. And then I can kind of like determine, based on the blocking I'm doing here, I can sort of determine like what is worth it, I guess, as far as like how I'm gonna frame stuff. Like what objects exist. What objects exist? I mean, yeah, that's kind of it. But sort of like how stuff exists on like the screen, how the screen real estate is distributed, that kind of thing. Because like this would be like a TV screen, and then you would do tilt because it's below, because this is like at the waist. This is like chest height with whoever's looking at it, so it's going to be tilted backwards so they can look at it better. So like there would be a screen here, which I guess I'll parent that while I'm at it. We're making this like organized. Oh yeah, I should save this. Oh fuck, God, typing. Okay. Anyway, so it'd be kind of like that. So this would be, just like name that window. And I can name this chair. There you go. So quiet. Why is this so quiet? I guess I did make everything quiet, huh? That's on me a bit. Yeah. We have screen, maybe. This one I'm iffy on. So, okay. So now I kind of have to determine, and this is the hard part here, I need to determine, like, what is the general, like, structure of the cockpit here, and, like, where do additional screens maybe go? How does that work? I don't know. I need water. I'm gonna fucking crack open some water here. Hold on. Mm-hmm. Also, worth noting, anything I make, I need to make sure it looks good like this, right? It's gotta look good like this. Zoom the fuck out. That's important. It has to be like nice and like readable looking. Ooh. Okay. So where would I? So I guess I should move this in. I know. Okay, so here's the thing. We're gonna be like fucking with perspective in all kinds of ways, right? So the perspective that anything takes is like kind of no big deal, or like the exact size and shape of a lot of things isn't really a big deal. But I do want, like, I want this space to be built in a way where it doesn't immediately break if the camera angle changes, right? But it also is built to serve one camera angle primarily. That's like part of it. So I don't know. Okay, like this. There you go. That pulled in already feels like a little bit better because you have like this big space here. This is also like just assuming the window's going to be a rectangle, which it won't be. Like I think even in that sketch I have, fucking, yeah, it's more of like a thing, right? There's that. And I guess I would put, like, if this is like the general flow of this, I guess I would put like Twitch chat somewhere, either up here in the top left or down here. Is kind of like the spots, because like this is motion, this is complicated motion, this is complicated motion, this is complicated motion, like this whole quadrant of the screen down here is, this area is, so you have like these spots. That's kind of like generally what we laid out here, and I do need to have that in mind. I guess I can do like up here, because I wouldn't put more screens over here if there's already like 2 right here. Putting one above it feels like maybe a little too claustrophobic. Unless I like decorate around the window some way. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, doing concepting on stream is difficult. Definitely difficult. Kind of like one of the reasons why I was a little nervous, but I mean, I think this is like, you know, as far as like blocking stuff out goes, this is fucking getting there already. You know? I don't expect, what the fuck was that sound? I don't expect to get anything like built today at all. This is like all sketches as far as I'm concerned. So like in Blender, you can use videos as sort of like image texture sources, right? So for a screen like this, so what I would do is maybe in Blender I would make this, and maybe through some external thing I would make this, but I would set up some videos. So if I do, I think it works for image textures here. If I throw an image texture in here, I can go pull up a video real quick. Let me find a video. Yeah, sure, this one. There you go. So, this should work. Is this, like, correct? Frames. Start frame. How many frames of this movie are there? I actually don't know if this video file works. I just, like, grabbed a random one. But, hold on, let me go fucking... You, where are you? Let me find that file really quick. So I did just, like, actually grab a random one. What is this one called? Oh god. What's the date on this? 2022-01? Yeah, that one. Oh wait, that's opening on VLC. Fuck. Oh, this is the, I know what that video is. Alright. Alright, that one's not usable. That's what I use as the source for... Oh, I'll use this. We'll use fucking this. There you go. If I... Okay, that's not playing in real time. I don't know actually how you get it to play in real time, but... I just like do that. See if that helps at all. I go into here. That's not moving. I do know this fucking works. Do you have to be in cycles for that shit? I don't think so. But, hold on. Because part of the idea here is that... There you go. There you go! That's what I was trying. I had to hit auto refresh. So you see that? You can just like project any video you want onto an image. There you go. There you go. That's all I was trying to do. So, this isn't anything too fancy, right? This is just a video on a 3D plane, right? But through this, I can fucking like do whatever I want, right? I can, well, do whatever I want. That's a broad statement, but you know what I mean by that. This is how the Bubsy projector works, by the way. It's just you import a video. Instead of it being a texture for an object, it's a texture for a light source. That's how the projector works in that scene. Wait, why am I talking about it? I need to show you. Here it is. Oh, fuck. This background. That's how this background works. You just apply it to a light source instead of a you-know-what. A fucking texture. It's more complicated applying it to a light source, though. This is easy. Comparatively, this is Goo Goo Gaga. So, like, yeah. No skin off my ass. Also, notice how it's running at a really good frame rate. So, unlike the light, which makes the entire scene take, like, several hours to render, this will be nice and quick. So that's good. I'm also curious, does this affect speed? Like, how does that work? If I do, like, 50... make it go faster, or what? Okay, that just stops it, alright. Alright, that's easy. I just have to type in the frames. Also, what do we got here? Cycles the image. I guess that means it loops. I'm assuming that's just the loop. Yeah. So what I could do is, I could just like take this, slap, like make a separate interface video, and then use that on that texture, and then bada bing, bada boom. I don't even have to like make sure it works properly. It's already set up. You're like, wahoo. Okay, can you fucking pause, bitch? Then you can just like fucking poop out a fucking frame, and it's like, wow, look. Oh, there's the frame. Oh, it's got the video in it. There's no light source right now, but you know. That's it. I am kind of curious what this would look like if I slapped it into a missive. Boom. That. Right? Yeah, now it's full bright. Look at that. So, here's the thing. I need to decide... See, now it's full bright if it's a missive. This is just how that works in Eevee, though. Just the render engine here. I do need to decide if I'm going to use cycles or not. And I'm honestly not super sure. Excuse me. I feel like I could go either way, but I feel like cycles is going to be generally better. And also, if I make this a missive in cycles, it's going to like fucking... There you go. In cycles, you see how it's lighting the arm of the chair here? There's a shade of purple on it. So that's something to consider, is that adding videos, I think making them emissives is a good idea, but also like, it is going to, they are all lighting objects in the scene here. This is the only light source right now, so it's like, everything is lit by it here. I did just also crank it up, but you know what I mean. That's something like you gotta fucking consider, is how this is going to affect lighting. That said, it's really just gonna enhance lighting, if anything. I'm not like too worried about any of that. Yeah. Screen, I could stick another, like, I could like represent screens just with this fucking material. There you go. There you go, TV screens. Bada boom, I guess. Anyway. So if I want another arm of the chair here, yeah, this wouldn't have a second arm. There's like no space for it because it cuts off here, so I wouldn't build anything outside of this frame on the left. But yeah. All right, let's just like slap in some geometry here. Just like have it. Here's the floor. Behold, the floor. I'm just gonna like make this gray so it's like easy to look at. The floor. And I guess I could try to like build out a window real quick just to get an idea for it. Huh. Okay. I can take the rotation of this object here, which is negative 9.2 degrees, and apply that to just like a window I build. That'd be like easy enough. And the way I would do that would be like just blocking it out with some cubes. Yeah, just some fucking cubes. Take some cubes, and I would, you know. Oh god. Already fucking intimidated. I hate this. It sucks a bit. I like. Oh. That's divided by 1. Oops. I'm not touching my numpad because I forget what random buttons I slapped on there that don't have like a thing to stop me from hitting them. Anyway. How's that look? Bring that up a bit. Like that. So that should be... Yeah, that's in line there. So... That... And then I could just like do this. Right? I can grab both of these. This. And while I'm at it, just parent these real quick. There you go. I didn't mean for the top one to be the parent. Whoops. Control P. Control P. There we go. Okay. So now we're like this. Let me hide you. So then, like stretch that out. So this would have it so it's just like a consistent thing across the frame here. I'm not too sure about that though. Because now this feels like claustrophobic, you know? I think if I... do that, that's a bit better. Yeah, the rectangle is not good. The rectangle looks real bad, I feel like. I think, let me just 3D cursor over there for a second. I think, actually I don't need to do that. I like this. Oh wait, whoops. I like that. Okay. Oh fuck yeah, I'm in local. Am I local? Yes. Yes. Nope. Absolutely not. Just check your thing, dumbass. Still see it. Alright. So I can try like this. Because if we're looking at this from the right side of the chair, angled towards the left, we should be able to see like the edge of the window, right? It can continue past the frame here, but over here it makes sense to like show the edge. Because, you know, like this is like forward here. So you can see it goes on for a ways beyond the frame, so like, you know. Kind of like that. Again, the rectangle look is not great. Like, it is angled here from the perspective, right? Like, there's more space here than there is here for sure. You can see that, but I don't know if I'm like feeling this here. Also, while I'm at it, parent that. There you go. So I can just grab the whole thing. Because I guess I could like do that to give it like more. I'm gonna apply the windows a little bit smaller in the frame here. Put me in fucking workbench. Just put me in fucking Eevee. I guess I should have like a light in here, bare minimum, huh? So I can just like at least look at a render. Oh my god, I was like, where's the light? It's up there. I was like, whoa, how do you change the render mode? I forgot. I forgot. There we go. Close enough. Also, you can get like turned up a little bit. Look. No, that's alright. That's correct. Whatever. The lighting's doing weird things to that anyway. Anywho, I guess a point light is fine here. Yeah, fucking 50. There you go. Alright. Boom. So, oh right, I forgot to. Why isn't? I always add this. Wait, that's viewports. Rendered. Oh, no, that is a default thing. Never mind. Never mind. Sorry, so here's kind of what we're working with right now. We're getting somewhere. Definitely first draft. Definitely a first fucking draft, though. Because I'm not happy with how this is laid out so far. Definitely want to give this whole window a more interesting shape. Okay. Now, I also kind of want to, I want to have more screens. That said, I think just 2 is fine for now. I think probably what we should be having here is some fucking blinking lights and shit. I think that's a bit of a no-brainer, if you ask me. Alright? So if I, like, take... actually, hold on. Let me just, like, do another one of these. this. And like, oh fuck, that's not what I wanted. Oh god. And roll this a little bit, right? Boom, like that. Then I can put some fucking blinking lights on that shit. That's gonna be great. All right. Boom, like that. I don't know, like that material on it. You can see it's like differentiated there. Okay. Hmm. Just taking a moment to think. Cause like this, like yeah, you know. I think putting that panel in is definitely immediately like better. I am to some extent like doing this from the wrong way. I guess I'm designing this from like the top down instead of like the bottom up a little bit. Which I think has some problems. I'm also like kind of on purpose not looking at any references yet for like I said, Toonami is like an inspiration here, and I'm like not looking at any of that shit right now. So, yeah, no. I'm curious, what happens in Cycles if what happens in Cycles if I disconnect this? Oh wow, look at that. That's fucking weird. But of course, it doesn't happen in Eevee. Yeah. No, it does. Oh, shit. Never mind then. That's not that weird. Okay. Whatever. I was wondering if, like, I kind of forgot how emissives, like, look in both the different rendering types when they're emissive textures. I'm used to using, lately I've been using a lot of, like, flat emissive stuff. Primarily. Emissive textures aren't really a thing I've done, but emissive textures have a lot of like cool potential for just like doing shit, you know, with X, Y, and Z things. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so let's take a minute. Let's go to the other thing. We have another thing we're doing today. That's part of this is the character whom arm this belongs to here. Shell. I want to make this is kind of a Blockhead 2.0 sort of character design. I'm kind of just doing it because I feel like it's a correct thing to be doing, and it does complicate. Okay. So a thing to consider here is what the narrative of this set is. And like what's up with that? So I'm kind of thinking like I'm a little wishy-washy on where I want my character to exist in this whole thing. Cause like I think what the narrative Oh man, I don't know exactly what the narrative is here, and I think that's like one problem I need to like resolve about this. Is I don't know if I'm in space or if it's something else that's in space, and it's like a like part of this is like, oh, is this like a bunny monitoring station? But like, maybe, because like I was thinking that this could be a framing device for other small, like I was saying earlier, this would act as a framing device for other smaller stream sets. Sort of the way it contextualizes that as like sort of, this is your orbital monitoring station or whatever, and then you would zoom in on the like planet, and then there would be something else there. However, I was also considering, and this is something I don't want to do because, like I was saying at the top of the stream, I really want this to be simple, fundamentally simple. I want its base form to be very, very simple, but one of the things I was thinking about is this sort of spaceship having additional rooms in it. One in particular being kind of like a holodeck room, and that would be like where my shit is. But there's a few things with that. One, the complication thing that makes it kind of like a no-go, like right out the gate. Don't want to do that at all. I want those to be very, very simple. That said, I could just have it be like the game screen, and that be the context of the game screen, which is easy. However, I don't know that I want me to be on the spaceship necessarily. And I also don't really know what my character relation with whatever character is sort of operating this station, you know, this like ship. I don't really know what that exact relationship is. It's just a lot of stuff that like I haven't gotten to yet, and I feel like not understanding what I want out of those things is definitely gonna be a problem. Yeah. Also, if I did do the like the holodeck idea, that kind of defeats the point of having this cockpit in the first place, because it's like, well, why would you just do the thing in the holodeck? I do have an idea for like a more traditional take on the stream set idea that is a holodeck. That was like initially what I was gonna go for before the Toonami idea sort of hit me. It was gonna be like a VR space kind of like vibe to it, you know? That would have been like the theming, right? Make your character 10 out. No. But yeah, it's a whole fucking thing. I feel like I like this as a greater framing device for other stream stuff, and I think it'll work. But, however, I need to put more... I feel like for this set, StreamSet 3.0, for StreamSet 3.0 to feel like creatively meaningful beyond just like, oh, it looks cool, or oh, it's a fun like little isolated idea, I feel like it needs to tie into like a greater context, if that makes any sense, a greater in-universe quote-unquote context. And I feel like I need to do a lot more work on that, because like one of the things I want to be doing with the stream in the future is introducing more like stream personas, I guess, and Calbun being one of them, and I want to like work with that idea more, and like do more things like that that allow me to do different like kind of like creating hosts that exist for different types of stream content, I guess. adding more visual variety to all sorts of parts of the stream, that kind of thing. And I feel like, I don't know, I need to try to have some forward thinking and like think of, okay, well, how do I want to explain in universe, quote unquote, like how X, Y, or Z thing is in X, Y, or Z place, etc., etc. Gonna feature you in the video games as art Wikipedia page for this? Oh baby, thank you, PK something. And I don't know. I have a lot of like complicated thoughts about like what I want to do for my stream going forward, like creatively, and I'm kind of like trying to tackle some of those ideas here, but it is definitely very tough. It's a very tough thing to be doing. It ain't fucking easy, dude. But whatever. Anyway. Regardless, I do want to do my sort of like, I've been calling this like Blockhead 2.0 in my mind a little bit, but I guess it's more of a, I had another, kind of like the name that keeps like, why is this so small? Kind of like the name that keeps like Run. The name that kind of keeps sticking out to me is Run Rabbit. I like that. I like the alliteration to it. I was trying to like backwards. I was trying to like go backwards and like try to turn this into some kind of like funny haha programmer thing, but no, not really. There's not really like a syntax that makes that work super well as like this name super well as like a funny haha computer thing, other than it just like being vaguely like run program kind of thing. Anyway, so that's my idea. That's for a name or whatever, but that's just kind of like, you know, working title. Fucking working title. So, this character, I have a vague idea for how they're gonna look, but this will be like an actual character model, not just like a fucking weird little thing I made. A weird little self-portrait. This one's gonna be different. And I think the way, so here's the thing. Character modeling, I can't fucking do that. I have not developed that skill properly yet. I'm trying, but fuck man, shit, god damn it, it's hard. And also, fucking shit, and ass, and god damn it. So, as a way of kind of like circumventing this need to be good and have skills and not be a fucking hack, in order to get around those requirements, I am instead going to make a character constructed out of basic geometric shapes, and that's what we're doing. So, kind of what I'm thinking is not even PSX necessarily, but like sort of floating disjointed shapes, right? So, kind of like something a bit like, you know, hold on. The fucking mouse moving. Kind of like this, and then like a little bit like fucking just sort of like shapes. Oh god damn it. Shapes. 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 random pixels, it's fine. Kind of just like letting them just like be made out of like fucking rectangles and shit, you know? Just pretend I don't have mouse inputting on. Why do I have that on? Turn that off. There you go. Fuck it! Alright, that's better. And then just give him the fucking... Give him the fucking Peridot fingers. Steven Universe Peridot fingers. Straight up. Straight up. There you go. Go kick some Psychonauts, babe. It's always, always, you don't need an excuse. But yeah, kind of. Of course, this is like a 2D drawing of what this character would look like. So the thing here is, yeah, good job, idiot. The thing here is that it's easy to construct a character like this. It's easy to rig a character like this. It's easy to animate a character like this because they are a bunch of disjointed parts. And all, yeah, like this is easy peasy kind of stuff. I can even give them like a ball joint here, right? And then like, now I would kind of like, you know, make these shapes a bit more generally interesting looking, but this is, you know, the overall idea. Oops. Also very deliberately like one-handing this whole process. I'm just kind of like leaned in with my arm, when my arm's just like completely folded on my chair. I'm not too worried about the big feats. Maybe not like that. I'm taking my hand off my mouse to control Z. There, you know, something like that. And, fucking, of course. Maybe I should put my hand on my keyboard, I don't know. And you bet your ass, it's pink. It's pink. Bet your ass it's pink, baby. Because of course it is. Of course it's fucking pink. But yeah, something like this would not be very difficult to animate. And of course, the way this would be stylized is it would have a fucking like LCD kind of face. There you go. That's kind of what I'm thinking of here. Is it would be a bit like that. Yeah. I should save this. Go in Blender stuff. Yeah, there you go. Here. I should save this too while I'm at it. Don't look at the fuck up file names. Oh, you can't see them. I forgot I cropped my my fucking image editor so you can only see like the canvas. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it looks good. I mean, good. And then I could like, I don't know. I imagine there being like some details, like, you know, I don't know, just some like text and stuff on like the fucking forearms and, you know, maybe like some kind of decal stuff That just looks like it's diseased. Some kind of decal stuff, like around here, you know. Some kind of decal stuff around there, and then I don't know, that kind of thing. And I wouldn't want these to just be like completely basic shapes, you know? Like a 5 fucking... Here's Blender. I don't know what the fuck. Man, the Twitch overlay, my fucking Twitch embed is like, yo, there's a new thing, you wanna look at it? And it's like, do you wanna fucking put your whole chat into lockdown? You should do it, you should do it, you should do it, you should do it, you should do it. You should do it, you should do it, no one's allowed to type, you should do it, you should do it. And I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. Stop asking, you've been asking me that for like 2 years, shut the fuck up. Anyhow. Here's a new. But yeah, the way you would like, hold on, let me, first off. How do I want to do this? I guess it doesn't matter too much. I throw in an empty. And then do fucking, I guess it doesn't really matter. But I'll do an icosphere. Why not? And pop it here. Little fucking edit. Make this bitch. Oh, also, I should add for scale. There you go. Okay, that's better. Alright. So let's just do a little bit of this. Kind of like get the idea of what I was doing across here a little bit. Also, let's add mirroring. Oh! What if I did this? That doesn't fucking work. I don't know why that's not working. I guess because this mesh isn't symmetrical. That's kind of the problem. Alright, what? That's fine. I don't have to worry too much about the symmetry there. And then we can add like a cube in here. As like this part. And then make this a little bit smaller. Alright. Kind of a bit like that. Then, I would actually probably just make this, its own thing. But I'll add in another cube here. Then I'll add a mirror modifier, use the empty as the well, I guess that works too, but use the empty. There you go. So I got a mirror here. Reset that. Edit. There you go. Okay. So now I have a bit of that. And then, you know, real simple stuff. Nothing too fucking crazy. Real fucking simple shit. And then I'll fucking, Hey. Hey. Here you go, there's a feet. Real fucking simple, you know? And then just fucking, add another cube is fine. And then fucking, you know, just fucking, you know, there you go. And then just fucking, you know, wow, look at that. And then guess what? And then you go get another icosphere like that. Oh shit, look at that. and woo, and woo, and then bada boom. Look at that. Oh shit. Got little hands. Wow, look at that. And then you go, and then you go, ooh, and then you ooh, and then you oh, and then you go like that. And then you do like one of these, and you're like, oh, you do like that, and you go like, oh shit. Kind of like that, right? You know, oh, a little, maybe a little. Actually, maybe you like grab all of these, give them a little bit of that, kind of like that. Maybe do one of these, kind of like rotate it like that, and then you fucking then you add in a thumb. That looks fucked up. Oops. No, that ain't it. That ain't it. Oh well. You add in the thumb. There you go. I need this. You don't need this bozo anymore. Oh yeah, the piano's not on right now. Sorry, I turned it off for a bit. I disabled it for a little bit because it was, I don't know. I want to come back to that idea in a way that's like more interesting. So for now, it's disabled. Okay. Oh! Okay. So then I can like fucking, I don't know, what was I looking for that? I don't know. The head doesn't matter too much. Because this is just, I'm just sketching stuff out to sketch it out. Really. Like so. I like that. Oh god, that's not the ortho view. And I can go back in here. And then I can like, yeah. Duplicate one of these. Rotate it like that. Do this kind of shit. You know? Look at that. Wow, it's a little too fucking tall. But, you know. This looks like shit. It's a sketch. It's fine. It's a sketch. It's a little sketch. That's fine. I just made it out of rectangles. It's okay. But that's kind of the basic idea, alright? It's like, I don't like how it looks. It's a sketch. It's supposed to look bad. Accept it! Sorry. I'm very normal. But this is a good thing to sketch out, because I can think about, like, what I want to do about proportions and stuff like that. Because I think the sketch I had has, like, more pleasing proportions than the thing I based off of, like, the meta rig. I think just in general, this has better, this just looks nicer. So I can, like, work better on, like, getting these proportions. Also, I use more interesting shapes here, like, deliberately. Like, deliberately. So, there's that, too. Anyway. Yeah, that character would be sitting here, pushing buttons. You wouldn't see most of it, though. You'd see, like, just one arm. Like this arm. Right there. But it'd be nice, and it'd also be like a little nice little thing to animate, that kind of thing. Right? 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 I think so. Yeah. Yeah, man. Hmm. Yeah, I do, oh, fuck, studio mode? OBS? You gonna, there you go. So right now, I'm kind of hitting that sort of issue I've got doing creative stuff on stream, where ADHD brain is telling me to go take a break and do something else, which I do think I need to do, but me want stream art process, but also I don't know. I think I got fucking work done though. Even I feel like 90 minutes is the most I can manage. I think this is a decent amount of work here. At least as far as like getting started is concerned. Oh, that's the tool for that. I never like paid attention to this. Yeah, it's a start. It's a start, and that's like the important thing, you know? I've also got other Blender stuff I need to work on, but I'll probably do that like entirely off stream. And I did want to like get the start of this process on stream, and now I'm gonna like work on it off stream, which will probably be generally a little bit more productive. But I'll do like checks in when I have to like make specific objects or something like that. That's like probably what's gonna happen here. Similar to the other stream sets and those creative processes and how I sort of did them on stream, where we did like furniture making streams and stuff like that. That said, this will have less of that to some extent, but I do have like already, I've got like, I gotta make a chair, I gotta make a window, I gotta make a panel with buttons on it, I gotta make an outer space scene to put on the other side of the window, like that kind of stuff. So yeah. I think this is a decent enough place to fucking wrap stuff up. Cause yeah, I started the stream really fucking drowsy, and man, oh well. So tomorrow is TennoCon, so I'm not.
Remember, winner.
Not yet, sir. Come on, you're no. Hey, behave. So next week is next week. This Saturday is TennoCon. So there's that. So I'm not streaming tomorrow. Remember, so I'm not streaming tomorrow. But I will stream Sunday. We're doing Thief? Yeah, Thief. Because the Thief stream from Thursday had to get moved, or from yesterday, which was Thursday, had to get pushed back to that Sunday that's coming up. I'm also probably gonna like let myself inject a couple of new games into the schedule. Maybe not even into the schedule, but just like throw in something new or whatever. Because I am like, I like the little schedule I've got right now, where it's my 3 ongoing games and then like donation incentive stream. Like I like that. I like that that's kind of like the structure I've had so far for this past like month or so. But that is like I'm committed a little bit too much to that schedule pattern, and that's stopping me from being a little bit more spontaneous than I would like to be. I would like to be more spontaneous, and it's stopping me from doing that. So I'm gonna try to be a little bit better about that. But yeah. It's a whole thing. Because I also have to work... The other Blender thing I gotta work on is the fall stream. I need to make assets for that. And that's a little bit more urgent than StreamSet 3.0, which I can afford to work on for a little while. Yeah. Unfortunately, I am just kind of fucking tired today. I got it from a nap at this like 15 minutes before the stream started, which did like lead to like a way lower energy, which I really wasn't expecting when I scheduled the stream, of course, but I don't know. I think that's the problem with scheduling an art stream. It's not something I don't think I should schedule an art stream, because like I was talking earlier this week about how like I was very actively inspired to like, you know, have a bunch of ideas and stuff like that. And I still have all of that, right? Like I still got all that in me. All those ideas are there, and I did get most of them on the page, right? But I feel like it would have been better if I was doing the art stream then instead of now. So I think in the future, art streams are going to just be spontaneous. Entirely spontaneous, more or less. But, you know, as spontaneous as my stupid brain can allow myself to be, you know? Anywho. Yeah. Thank y'all for watching. Shorter stream, of course, but hey. I'd rather it be shorter than it be 3 hours of me doing nothing and umming and ahhing at a blank canvas. So, anyway.
Remember, winners don't do drugs.